Hi there guys, it's Baxter here from GNC Newcastle. Another video for you. I'm doing it by myself. Victor's currently busy at the time, but we're going to go through the first step. Now this usually is the hardest thing for everybody to do when they come to wanting a better body, wanting to change their lives. It usually has many kind of feelings. It invokes a lot of emotions in people that they don't really know how to deal with, and it usually stops them dead in their tracks. It freezes them cold. They can't think, they can't do anything pretty much, and then they give up before they even started. It's quite crazy how it happens, in all honesty. But I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a get started kind of video. So what I always tend to do is, we make sure that in here, if you've got any medication, any kind of injuries or anything like that, we want to know that first. But after we get all that out of the way, basically the big thing is, what is your goal? But no, what is it though? You can't, if you're 30 stones and you're wanting to look like Beyonce in 10 weeks, 4 weeks, it's probably not going to happen. And especially if you're a guy, you can't get that kind of physique. It's no, I'm joking. But still, you've got to have these goals that are achievable, and that's the big word. You've got to have achievable goals. If you don't, then you're going to be just you'll be flogging a dead horse, really. So you don't want to do that. But you do. I definitely recommend to have no kind of limits. There is no limit to what you can do with your mind, your body and stuff like that. You'll be surprised at what you can do. So definitely have high hopes, high goals, and raise the bar on yourself. Don't belittle yourself and put them down too low. With these goals though, make sure you can track them. It's a lot easier to see results and to be motivated by those results if you can actually see them happen in front of you. So say for instance you want a bigger bicep, and you want to have 2 inches. You can actually measure that. You can measure that with a tape measure. If you want to lose a certain amount of weight, again, you can measure these things, but don't do things that are measurable. It's disheartening for a lot of people, and that's again a reason why a lot of people give up. So remember that, measurable goals. And then what I also suggest is to actually do a long term and also break it down into short term goals. So say for instance your dream is to be an Olympic bike rider, or you do Tour de France or something like that, but you actually don't know how to ride a bike. You can't just jump on a bike and think you can do 100 miles, 200 miles. You can't do it. You need to break it down, learn how to ride a bike, get better at that, practice the skills of turning, different things like that, and then you can start thinking about your long-term goal. So definitely have those in mind when you come up with some kind of goal, and with the setting of that. But then the next part is the scary part, and that is taking that plunge, actually putting what you've put, like you said, into action. And don't get me wrong, that is I also get the nerves if I ever go into a new gym, or I don't know anybody there. It's a nerve-wracking kind of thing, but you've got to get through it. You have to get through that. It's just a small step, but once you get through it, you find out that actually it wasn't that bad. That first meal of the diet was actually pretty tasty. I could possibly eat that more. Different things like that. That's how you get going. And it has a snowball effect. You've got to really, really continue doing it, and then 3 weeks time you're like, actually I'm seeing results. I can actually see them. I'm seeing my abs come through, or whatever it may be. And then you think, well, I'll just have another week. I'll do another couple of weeks. I'll do another day. I'll do another this. And that day it just carries on, And if you ever do start feeling a bit low, just remember why you're doing it. Not not necessarily the end product, just the why. Why are you doing it, you know? I go to the gym because I love going to the gym. Absolutely adore it. I can't think of life pretty much without a gym, which is a bit sad to some people, but I love it. I can't help it. So, but you've got to inspire yourself somehow. You know, you've got to, like, you know, say for instance, you know, maybe you want to be a role model to somebody, or you know, you're looking up to somebody and you want to be very like them. You know, like athletes out there. You know, if you like the Arnie Schwarzeneggers, or you know, the big guys in bodybuilding, or your big guys in the Olympics, or anything really, even your mum, your dad, you know, it doesn't matter. Have that inspiration and try to be your own inspiration if you can, because then you don't need anybody else, which is great. Myself, I actually get motivated because I want to be a better role model to my cousins, to my family, you know, to my sister, to my mum. So I've always got that in my head. I've got to be better, not just for me, but for them, you know. And it's recognized. It's actually, they see it, and you know, one of my cousins is going working out, you know, and he's looking up to me, which is weird because he's older than me, and I used to look up to him. So it's very good. It's a really nice feeling when you actually do that. But like I said, if you're not your own inspiration, when times get hard, then they will get really hard. You know, you might be in pain, you might be tired, you know, you might have a lot going on in your life, a lot of stresses. It's only you and you. I can motivate you as much as possible here right now, and you might be, yeah, let's go, let's do it, you know, but when it's hard, when you're on that last rep, you know, you need to get to 20, you've only gone 15, and you're already struggling. That's where you need to show your own strength, and you'll be surprised at what you can do. You know, sometimes it just takes that little bit of thought, that little bit more emotion or aggression, just anything, but talk to yourself in your head, maybe aloud, but you need to get through that. You know, whatever it takes, you need to get through that by yourself, because nobody's going to be there to hold your hand all the time. You know, you might not always have a training partner. You need to do it, you know, so find that in you. I'm sure you have got it. There is in everybody. It just takes a little bit of finding. But anyway, this is Baxter from GNC Newcastle. It was a pleasure doing this video. Have a lovely night. Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.